And a quick tropics update. First Alert Storm Team meteorologist Sam Gabrielli here from WHAS 11. The latest on Hurricane Beryl. It is now a Category 5 hurricane. Wind of 165 miles an hour, and that's the sustained wind. So that's the overall wind that's just with this whole hurricane as it's continuing to march its way to the west with time. Max sustained wind of 165, moving northwest around 22 miles an hour. So it's a quick mover. Keep in mind, too, the pressure with this storm continuing to drop. Once you get lower and lower pressure, that means there's more energy with this storm, stronger wind, heavier rain, and storm surge. Usually in Kentuckiana, so central Kentucky and southern Indiana, a strong low pressure center that marches in our area is usually a millibar pressure of about 994. So this puts in perspective just how strong this hurricane is. And it did make landfall just south on some of these islands just south of St. Lucia yesterday. And now here's your update on this Tuesday, right around the 7:30 a.m. hour, continuing to march its way just south of Haiti and south of the Dominican Republic. And right now, a lot of the models are bringing it right towards the island of Jamaica by the time we get into Wednesday around mid-morning or so. So again, it's continuing to really stir its way to the west very quickly. And it's a Category 5 hurricane, possibly weakening down to a Category 4. But regardless of Category 4 or Category 5, this storm is going to be bringing some catastrophic damage. Looking to be making landfall towards Jamaica, if not on the south side of the island, by later on your Wednesday. And with time by late this week, heading into the holiday weekend, it's going to be making landfall on the Yucatan Peninsula of Mexico, likely around the Friday midnight hour. So late on your 4th of July, heading into early morning hours on Friday. A lot of the models right now are trying to show this hurricane eventually kind of veering up into the Gulf of Mexico. So don't be surprised if southern Texas deals with some of the impacts from Beryl. And some of the models are trying to handle it still staying a tropical storm or a Category 1 hurricane by the end of its track into the southern and western portions of the Gulf. Notice as well, this is put in perspective on the Saffir-Simpson scale of the impacts from some of these hurricanes. Once you get into the Category 3, and Category 4 and Category 5 statuses, this is where coastal flooding is going to be likely. Upwards of storm surge around 13 to 18 feet. And with a Category 5 hurricane, that's catastrophic damage. Wind over 159 miles an hour or greater. Roofs are going to be blown over the homes. We're talking about storm surge that's as tall as homes and buildings at times. So a lot of communities are unfortunately going to be underwater, especially getting towards the island of Jamaica with this hurricane. I also want to mention the rest of the tropics are still staying pretty active. We also have a 20% chance of development with a wave of energy across the Atlantic basin. This storm could be making its way towards the Lesser Antilles, just south of Guadalupe, something to be monitoring. And I want to leave you with this. It has been a very active start to the hurricane season. We don't see several named storms by the time we get into early July. This is actually the beginning of hurricane season. The peak of it is in early September, and we are really getting active quickly here. There's your latest tropics update.